Today, we are going back, way back, through the annals of time to a place in gaming where everything was fresh and innovation was rampant. Now, some of you probably already know what you're looking at. You know that this is the original Counter-Strike, and fewer of you know the exact map. And if you remember CS_Crackhouse, chances are you were right there with me those 20 plus years ago. Now, people often forget, because I know I do, that Half-Life here was built on a slightly modified Quake 1 engine, known as the Gold Source engine. It was responsible for countless mods that seemingly changed gaming forever. We're talking heaps of innovation happened through this game, this framework that was Half-Life. I mean, right before it was Quake, and Quake was the very first fully interactive 3D game. You could say Doom, but technically Doom is 2.5D, and it's using trickery to look like a 3D image. But here recently on the channel, we have been looking towards the future, hoping, checking out all different kinds of games and projects, always with our fingers crossed, just foaming at the mouth for something new, something fresh. But today, I wanted to take you boys back to the beginning, the origin of all of this, to where and what started everything we now come to love. And after all, to best know what might possibly come in the future, is to study your past. First things first, welcome to the Mil-Simp tax shooter and historic gaming channel. There's really no better time to be a viewer, subscriber, member, because we have tons of Steam keys to give away. From Beach Invasion 1944, Easy Red 2, Mud and Blood, Fire and Steel, No Plan B, Military Conflict Vietnam, Project Gunship, Rising Front. Believe it or not, we'll be announcing another promotional giveaway in the very near future. So make sure you're subscribed, come through to the Discord, the Boogie 5 Discord is linked below, and turn notifications on so you not miss a video. So if you're a gamer, you know Counter-Strike. If you're a younger lad and missed the whole 1.6 era, chances are you've at least heard of CSGO. And like I said in the intro, this was and remains to be one of the biggest games of all time as far as amount of time played, concurrent players, money made. I mean, geez, CSGO with the whole skins thing damn near had new laws written. Nothing has really shaken up the first-person shooter genre quite like Counter-Strike has. And it had the firsts for a lot of things, like audible footsteps, massive recoil that must be controlled by the player, in-game voice comms, a weapon buy system, and most importantly, great modability. Hold on, didn't I just say it was a mod? Yeah, that's right. Mods of mods of mods. Oftentimes, down the deep modding hole is where the best and most innovative stuff comes from. We all know I'm a big World War II buff. One of the games I recently enjoyed, Day of Infamy, essentially is a mod of a mod of a mod. I mean, y'all have heard me say it a million times if you've been around the channel for any duration of time, or even if you watched the last video. I mentioned that modders and small studios are responsible for damn near all of innovation in gaming, and I'm not exaggerating in the least bit. From Fortnite, DayZ, Warzone, these were all derived from the original Wasteland, what became PUBG, essentially a mod of Arma. Games like Minecraft, which was developed by one sweaty kid in a basement. Well, I don't know if it's sweaty, but it was one lone man. And these are the biggest games out right now. And looking back to the past, it was the same way. And from these ideas, these innovations, the big AAA studios follow suit. We had games like Rainbow Six, and then soon after Call of Duty, rooted in realism. One shot, you're dead. Did I just use realism and Call of Duty in the same sentence? You bet I did. That's because the original Call of Duty 1 and 2 were visceral, realistic shooters for the time. It's only as of recent that the developers try to please or appeal to a more casual crowd. So after this late night old school game session, it got me thinking, why were the 90s and the beginning of 3D gaming, even before that, chock full of realistic simulation type of titles? From flight sims to submarine games, just about everything micro pros churned out. It's like back then, it was either hyper realistic or you're some roid raging marine killing aliens from hell. And now you think about the current state of gaming, at least speaking for AAA studios, they just are not willing to try anything new. And when you're a soulless corporation that cares only about revenue, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Speaking of cookies, let's go back even further. Quake 2 mod, Loki minions capture the flag. We're talking about a damn near 30-year-old FPS. It basically took the already popular capture the flag formula and gave everyone a grappling hook so you could fly around like Spider-Man.
Oh, what the? There seems to be a rogue slug seed coming high.
He's on med.
Hello.
God, he is crazy fast.
Okay,
Nice
got
shot.
him.
Nice shot.
Quad in face.
We got, yep,
Got
he's
him.
down.
You take this ancient game, even with the dated graphics, and it stands up to any Twitch shooter today. I remember playing this game with my best friend, starting at like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and seemingly moments later the sun freaking coming up. And back then, if you had told me that this game right here, Loki Minions Capture the Flag, a Quake 2 mod made by one guy, the ghost of gaming past, that came to me back then and told me that LMCTF and its gameplay would easily stand up to the games that are going to be made 30 years from now, I would have cried myself to sleep. But this isn't that video, much as I'd love it to be, where I beg you, the gamer, to speak with your wallet. This isn't that. In fact, I have lost all faith in AAA studios. This is more or less a call to arms. Fall back, retreat, leave the children on the mainstream battlefields of Fart Knife and Call of Duty. Tricks are for kids, and so are all these mainstream games. It's time we go back to our bread and butter, babe. Hell, if it's gotten us this far, whatever made us put faith in the Ubisofts and the Activisions? Probably their awesome flashy graphics, but now more than ever, the playing field is being leveled. The release of Unreal Engine 5, state-of-the-art graphics will be in the hands of the smallest studios. So while every creator is playing the game, doing what their corporate overlords probably unwittingly have them doing, just hoping, wishing, dumping $60 every couple months, on some new crap, some recycled sequel of a sequel, the same old polished turd over and over again. Man, I can't wait for Modern Warfare 2. We need to snap out of it. These soulless corporations don't have our interest. They never did. Just want to drain our wallets. And they will continue to until we've had enough. And I think we are. We're starting to see more success from smaller studios like Off-World Industries, Black Matter, Blackfoot Studios, and now the guys at Ready or Not killing it. We're getting big IPs even in the more, AA area, with Starship Troopers Extermination being acquired by OWI and built on the Squad framework. But oh lord, about to roll into a whole nother video. Let me take it back a notch and close this thing out. Guys, I think we're about to see yet another revolution in gaming, another surge, awesome mods and awesome games from smaller studios. In fact, we're probably in the cusp of it right now. I just wish I was a creator with more of a following, because I would literally beg you guys to just slow down, catch your breath, maybe skip the next Call of Duty, maybe skip the next Battlefield. Let's get our composure and let's simply look back at the past. The writing's on the wall. The future is bright, very bright, but I promise you, that blinding light source, it ain't coming from no AAA studio. Alright, I'm Boogie5. We're gonna be keeping it old school, boys. Going back to the grassroots. We're gonna be putting our faith back into the only thing that ever did gamers right. Us, other gamers. Put down the battle pass. You don't need that DLC. It's gonna benefit us and gaming the most. Alright, I want to give a special shout out to my channel members. Consider joining the ranks of the Mil-Simp minions. Click that blue join button below. Get exclusive access, exclusive videos, exclusive Discord, and all 3 tiers of membership get double the entry in every week's Steam Key giveaway. That's right, 25 cents a week could give you a leg up in winning the week's giveaway. We are barreling towards 5,000 subscribers. I want to thank all of you. Good luck to everybody in the giveaways. I will see you in the next one. Y'all be good to each other.